Hello, my name is Oliver Evans. I'm the Chief Cargo Officer of Swiss International Airlines, podcasting to you today on behalf of Swiss International Airlines. Do you like jazz? Well, I do. So this summer, like almost every year since I came to Switzerland in 2003, I had the immense pleasure of witnessing some of the world's greatest musicians at the legendary Montreux Jazz Festival. This time, be it crisis or coincidence, all that jazz, that non-stop stream of concerts, matinees and late-night sessions, sparked an idea that I want to share with you, finally, Logistics, the all-new air cargo blog of Swiss World Cargo. And the first blog, as far as I know, that is modelled after a really good jam session. It sounds a little offbeat to start a cargo blog rambling about jazz of all things, especially at times of economic turmoil like these. I hear you. Yet, I'm convinced that there is much more to be learned by our industry than meets the ear from this most spontaneous and inventive way of playing music. First and foremost, jazz masters the unpredictable. Is it whim or is it instinct which leads the musicians along every new direction, following a changing chord, a different phrase or a drifting rhythm, as naturally as a river flowing over a bed of pebbles? Jazz is never afraid of change. Instead, it thrives on it. Now do you start to see why this seems so appealing to me at these times? Secondly, jazz is nothing without teamwork. Of course, we're all trained and committed to teamwork. We used to think of teamwork as something that was limited to our own enterprises, something that developed with immediate colleagues. We've been learning in recent years to also take ownership for what happens beyond the boundaries of our employer sphere. Teamwork spans supply chains, involving many partners, and indeed spans our whole industry. In jazz, it is almost more fun to exchange ideas and to try out new ideas and rhythms with musicians from other bands, styles, continents. Again, a good idea in times when obviously nobody has even half the answers. Thirdly, jazz is about sharing. The sax will invent a theme here, and the guitar will take it from there, adding its own ideas until the trombone, well, you get the idea. Logistics will work like this. Sometimes I will lay down a phrase and you will be welcome to play with it, contradict it, change it, develop it. At other times, I will catch a phrase from you and I will go for it. And that leads me to the final point. Jazz is simply fun. Fun, obviously, to listen, but even more to participate. And that's what Logistics is all about. The fun of joining thoughts and styles and ideas. Join me from time to time on this little stage with your comments, your thoughts, and most welcome, your criticism. I'm sure that we'll all be amazed by the journeys of discovery that we will make together. You've been watching Oliver Evans podcasting to you on behalf of Swiss International Airlines. If you would like to comment on this podcast, join my blog community on swissworldcargo.com. Thank you for tuning in.